No sound. I think I got it. I think I got it, but we're going to make some adjustments. Okay, we got to get all the things fixed. Whew, Joyce, thank you for telling me. You weren't the first one to say it. I see now Holly and Deb and oh, look at Joyce. You're so cute. Hello, crafting buddy, she says. I love it. Carrie Hall, you're here tonight. Hello, friend. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Kim says, does everybody have sound? I hope you do now. You should now. I made some adjustments. Got to get everything right so you can see and hear. All right. Yeah, we're in good shape. Okay. Diana, you weren't the only one. No, it was my mistake. I'm sorry, girls. I'm so sorry. So yes, I worked the post-prom party. My husband and I both volunteered. And I think I'm still recovering, you guys. I mean, we were there from 10 p.m. till 4 a.m. Saturday night over to Sunday morning. Thankfully, we had gone to Mass on Saturday night. Whew, Gannon served the 5 p.m. Mass at our church, so we could sleep in, which was very necessary because I'm still recovering. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Carrie, I'm glad you made it too. She messaged me and said, I've been missing so much stuff lately. Anybody else? Is it sometimes hard to fit in all the stuff that you want to do? Let's just be honest, right? It's hard for me too. I miss a lot of stuff too. Hi, Diane. How are you? Hi, Mimi. You guys are so sweet. Yeah, Joyce, it was wild. I've never even, I went to high school in another state. We didn't do post prom parties. We went to prom and went home afterwards. But I had this prom party until I think the thing officially went till 3, and then they gave away all the prizes. So that took a little while. And then by the time we were done cleaning up, we were leaving there. We got home at 4 a.m. The kids can take it. Us adults, though, woo, that was a late night. That was a late night. Hello, Miss Jen. Thanks for being here. Hello, hello. I know, Mimi. I did have a Diet Coke when we were sitting there. I might have had 2, actually. I think I had a Diet Coke before we left the house for 10 p.m. because that's usually my bedtime. And then when we were there, it must have been like 2 in the morning. I was like, oh, I need another boost. So I had just like part of another Diet Coke. Carrie loved working the after prom party. Well, the kicker, Carrie, is that neither of my kids were there. That's the really funny part. So you have to be a junior or senior to go. Gannon's a sophomore and was not invited by anybody. He was really quite content to be home. I don't think he would have said yes if he had been invited. That child. Anyway, Landon is in Orlando. So he's there for and actually it's an international, I thought it was a national, like nationwide, but it's an international conference and competition for DECA. So yeah, so my kids weren't there, but we were there and I was happy to help. We were really happy to help out. Our kids, they all grew up together. So like these kids that were all there, they're like, some of them are so dear to my heart. It was really fun to see them there having such a fun time. And the parents, it was great to reconnect with the parents. Hey, Cindy. Hello, hello. Jake says I would have been falling over. Well, yesterday was hard. Even today, I was like, you guys, I was just talking about it. It makes me yawn. I was really suffering yesterday. It's my own fault. Hello, Jana. How are you in Oklahoma? Most of my son's classmates are going to the chief of police house for their after prom party overnight stay. His daughter is in my son's class. Well, look at that. What a fun idea. Thank you for fluffing the nest, Jana. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to play tonight. We're going to play with something new, something different. I put this piece of cardboard down because I have a white table and the things that we're going to work with are white. And I just thought you're not going to be able to see them very easily. So I thought I'd just put this piece of cardboard down. Check these out. They're little coin holders for people who collect coins. That's what they're sold as. But we're going to use them as little specimen, like they're called specimen cards for your junk journals. And actually, they don't have to just be for junk journals. They would be really cute inserts in a gift card, or it could be like a gift tag. You could make them into a gift tag, but they're already they already have that fold spot right there. They're like pre-cut to fold, and they have a cellophane right here. I don't know. Let me see if I can. Yeah, see, it has cellophane right in the middle. It's a little, it's about, let's see, how big is the hole? It's a 2-inch specimen card. And so the hole itself is about 1.25 inches. And I watched the woman from My Porch Prints did a version of these. And I was like, those look so fun. So I got me some. And actually, you can get these in my shop too, because when you buy them, you have to buy like 500 of them. I don't think I'll ever use 500 in my lifetime. I don't know that any of you will do that, but maybe you want to make a dozen or so to put in your books or to use as tags or something like that. So we're going to make specimen cards. Hello, Miss Lynn. How are you? How are you? Thank you, Joyce, for sprinkling. Hi, Kathy in Ohio. Yes, we had really good memories. It was really nice, especially to connect with the adults, because we don't see each other that much anymore. The kids pretty much drive themselves to all their practices. We're at that age now. Our kids are at that age. So we're not picking up and dropping them off. So we don't run into each other as parents as much anymore. So how did Landon do in his competition? Well, he competed today. He felt like he did really well. He took his test yesterday. I think he took the test yesterday, the written test. And then today he did the oral part of it, his presentation, and he felt like he did really well, but he does not find out how he did until tomorrow. So we're waiting. We're waiting to find out. Hi, Kim. How are you, dear? Tamara says, thank you. I've been looking for these in smaller amounts. Well, I've got the 2-inch ones in the shop that you can grab. They were just added a couple of days ago, and we're just going to play. We're just going to play with these. You can do absolutely anything you want with them. So what I started with was like, I would love it if I had like little dry flowers to put in there. You guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. I wish I had little dry flowers, but I don't. I don't have little dry flowers, and it's still snow melting here. So it'll be quite a while before we get any flower petals or grass blades or anything of natural kind to put in there from outside in the yard. Hello, Anita. It's been a while since I've seen you. Hello, hello, and welcome. Oh, shaker cards. That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. I like it. So yeah, shout out in the comments if you have other ideas or ways that you think these little cards could be used. I think they're just darling. They're double-sided. They have cellophane or that like clear plastic sheet on both sides. We're going to decorate them. But what I was trying to figure out is, since I don't have any dry flowers, what could we put in them? So I grabbed my big sticker books. Let me get you on the table so you can see. Can we get the table bigger? Let's see if I can get the table bigger. Yeah, like that. I grabbed my sticker books. I have 2 of them. One of them is the botanist book, and this one's called the Antiquarian sticker book. So it says over 1,000 exquisite Victorian stickers. So I thought if I went through here, I might be able to find some things that will fit. Now that's cute, a little strawberry, right? So I thought I'd just flip through and pick some little things that we could stick in one of these cards. So we might as well just pick a few. It looks like there's going to be plenty that will fit. I really like this one. Oh, does this one fit? This one's a little bigger. I like that one better. So let's just grab some and put them in, and then we'll close them up and decorate them. I want to make sure nothing sticks in there that you don't want in there. like little pieces of lint or stuff like that. So this is what we're going to do. And then we're going to decorate around the edges of these. So let's just fill a few with some stuff. I mean, even if the wings go over, that's not too bad to look at with it in there. There are some unusual things in this book for sure. The bugs aren't bad, actually. I don't mind the bugs. I think that could be interesting for, like, you know, if you're given a gift like a gift bag for Father's Day, for example. Dad might not want a flower or a butterfly, but bugs, I don't know. Maybe they'd be like, that's kind of quirky and interesting. All right, we got some sea life, some mushrooms. These are all too big. Whoops. I had taken that out once to try it on a project and didn't use it, so it's not very sticky anymore. Oh, here, these bugs work. Oh, the ladybug. We got to get the ladybugs. Let's get one of these. And actually, these remind me so much of washi tape. They really aren't that sticky on their own. So I think I'm going to smush in there a little bit of silicone glue, Fabrifix, because it's just not going to stick otherwise. Well, I mean, this one is stuck, and maybe with it closed, it won't budge. Let's just see what this does. I'm curious to see if this is going to leave a mark. And it doesn't really matter because you're going to end up gluing this. You don't have to, but I'm going to end up, you don't have to do it. Just the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to glue this closed. So it doesn't even matter where this top goes unless it's part of your design. So keep that in mind. Hey, Stephanie, thanks for blessing the nest. Hey, Carol, welcome back. The Owl's Face, you like that one? Missy, you can find this book in my Amazon store. This is one of my suggested books for creatives in my Amazon store. I just want to see if this silicone glue is going to stay invisible. I'm just curious about this. So let's stick a little bit of that in there. I put it on the wrong side, you guys. I put it on the wrong side. I put it on the outside. I meant to put it on the inside. But it'll still tell me, is it going to show or not? Maybe it's better that I did it that way. We'll see. All right, let's keep picking out some more. We don't get too worked up about stuff like that. Okay. It'll just force us to use it a different way. So I'm just searching out. This one has some unusual things in it, but it also has some very pretty things. The other one, the botany book, has even more flowers and things of that nature. Here are a bunch of birds, but they're all too big. I mean, you could just capture a head, I guess, the head of the bird. There were a couple of dancers that I was like, oh, if we captured just their heads, that would be kind of cute. Here's a butterfly. That one fits even better. Oh, the purple one. Oh, there's a purple one. We're going to take the purple one. Okay, pay attention now. We want to make sure we put it in. I better get my tweezer because I'll grab onto that and move it again. Oh, I like the purple one. That's pretty. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else in here. There's some shells. Really, you can use whatever you have. Do you guys have big sticker collections? Tell me in the comments. When I was a scrapbooker, I had a lot more stickers, and I've been actually collecting them again, like, trying to find good stickers for junk journals and tag making and greeting cards. The timepiece isn't a bad idea, the little clock. I wish I had people little enough to put in there, but I don't. All right, let's go to the other book, the botany book. Let's see if there's anything in here. The butterflies they really are beautiful. This one has, see, the bugs in here are really cool too. I was hoping to find some little flowers that would be small enough, but some of the flowers are really large, really large. Okay, here we go. Like that is that a lotus flower? That is beautiful. That will fit in there just perfectly. We'll take it. We'll take it. So maybe we'll do 5 of these. Okay, so it folds this way. Again, you put it on the outside, put it on the inside. And the other thing is, these stickers have a lot of white around them. You could trim that down if you wanted. I'm just going to not, for the sake of time. Let's see, what does it look like if I just stick it in there like that? That's not bad. I don't think anybody's going to notice or care. But you could get these down a little smaller by cutting off those edges, but I don't think it's too bad that way. Okay, is that 5? Nope, that's 4. Let's find one more. I don't know why I'm thinking 5. I have a butterfly, I have a flower, I have a bug, I have a second flower. There's a dragonfly, but that's, I think the wings are too big, unless we put it on the outside. It's actually not too big. We'll take the dragonfly. All right. I do really wish I had some like dry flowers. That would be awesome. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I put glue, I think, on the ladybug. That's the one that I ended up putting outside by accident. I actually am going to cut this one down a little bit. The white off of, see how there's a lot of white around the edge? Let's just cut a little bit of that off. Ooh. Chris and I went for a walk tonight after supper. And, you know, it was like 40 degrees today. So warmer, right? Warmer. But, and I wore my down coat because I just had this shirt on and it's like a hat, like I have it rolled up to half sleeve. But we were walking and I was like, my face is cold. My face was cold with the wind blowing off the lake, which is just, it's still pure ice right now. It's not quite warm enough for the lake to melt. My face was freezing. He's like, it's not that cold, Grace. I was like, I feel like I need a face mask. So to me, it's cold. But it did feel really good to get outside, just get some fresh air. Okay. That made that a bit smaller because I cut, it still has white around the edge, but not so much. Hi, Shelly. How are you? Carol, the books are both in my Amazon store. You'll find them. Okay, here we go. So there we have that little specimen. And I love the idea of them being called specimen cards because they have little like naturalistic specimens in them. Bugs and butterflies and flowers. And if I had birds, I would do that too. Okay, this is the one that I put the silicone glue in there. And you can kind of see right here where I put that little dab of glue, but it's not that noticeable. It's not too bad. And I'm sure it's not completely dry. I did accidentally put it on the outside, not on the inside. So in all actuality, you could just, you know, like tear that apart and make 2 out of it if you didn't feel like you needed the double layer, and you just put your little specimen either on the underside facing up or on the top like I accidentally did. You could make this into 2 by cutting it in half. We'll just leave it the way it is for the sake of, you know, just for the sake of time. Okay, so now what I was thinking I would do is grab the old bits and bobs. This is really full. But I thought just little scraps of fabric and little scraps of book pages and papers. I have a bunch of pieces of fabric that are rather large actually in here. This is full of ribbons that might come in handy, like little pieces of lace and ribbon. Is there anything this has a little bit of peach on it. Like the things don't have to be just within the 2-inch frame. They could be overhanging if you wanted them to. Actually, this might be cute as a fold over. No, I don't like the shape of it. But anyway, I've got some lace, lots of papers, like scraps of paper. This bits and bobs folder is where everything goes. Well, that's actually vellum flowers. So those don't need to be in there. But where things go when I have extras, like it's just a little extra piece that I don't know what to do with. And actually this little strip of extra paper looks perfect for edging one of these out. So let's use this. And I'm just going to cut it with my scissors. Let's see. I think if I cut it down, yeah, if I just cut the words down, cut off the white part, it's the tiniest little letters. It's like a copy of a book page, but it's really small. And we could use this to decorate some on the outside. I don't think I want the letters or the numbers. There's book number on the top. Look at that. So we're gonna do some decorating. And this feels like to me the process of making tags where you can really do whatever the heck you want with it. I'm going to use my handy dandy glue stick, my Scotch Create that I love. Let's cover up some of this white. Hi, Denise. You don't have to apologize. You can come and go as you please, my darling. So Gannon has he actually has 4 tests this week. I don't know why, and actually he has 2 in the same subject in 1 week. And he's really nervous about his test tomorrow. So if you're the praying kind, say a little prayer for my Gan man, would you? That it goes well and that he doesn't have too much test anxiety, because you know how it is. Some kids make themselves sick over taking tests. They just get so nervous. That nothing breaks my heart more than to hear about a school-aged person getting like physically ill from having to take a test. It's like, that's so sad. It shouldn't be that way. This little piece of doily, just the tiniest little piece of doily. Like, could we fit it somewhere? It's actually quite cute, but I need to figure out what to do on the top and bottom first. Oh, those don't belong in there either. So you never know what you're going to find in your bits and bobs basket. You just don't know. I have all these in there, but it was a pack that I bought somewhere of like small book pages. This is a remnant of one of them. And these can be nice to have as fillers too. And that, you can see, even though they're mostly distressed and look like just old vintage paper, they're different colors. Some of them are darker than others. And then these ones actually have really pretty designs on them. This one too, I like this one a lot. Okay, let's see. Maybe, I don't know what to do with this little arch there. Can we cut this to make it an arch? I know, I think I can. I think I can. So I'm going to cut it first like this. Okay, if I did that, it's definitely long enough, so I have to cut it down, but I'm going to cut it. I'm wondering if I can capture that circle shape. We're just testing, girls. I haven't done these yet. I'm doing them with you. So I'm wondering if I can capture that circle shape just by pressing in on it. It's ripping the paper, actually. My bone folder is broken on the tip, so it kind of makes it sharp. And I'm not pushing hard enough. I hope that I'm going to actually rip into my cellophane. I just want to create that half circle. So I have it. Yep. That's not bad. I don't like this here. I think I want to tear this. So this is too long, so we're going to cut it back. And then these two, I might just tear them so they don't look so perfect. And they don't need to be that big. So see what I did? I kind of just used the tip of my bone folder to cut into that circle. And then if I lift it up a little higher, I think I'll be able to get it spot on. I just cut off a little more up top. Yeah. Okay, we're going to do that. It's like a little window covering. Okay, I need my little glue magazine because I need to put glue all over this thing and I don't want it on the surface I'm working on. So I'm going to do the glue down here. I missed right there, girls. See that? I was thinking I would make these look like little tags, some of them. Oh my word, I just can't get it right. You need to be over just a smidge. so far. Okay, do the same thing on the bottom, right? So I need this actually to be like a 2-inch strip. So I only need this much of it. I just finger press. Like I need it to cut right there. It's actually so dry, it cut itself just by me finger pressing it. So if I can get it the right length, width, or I should say width, I'm going to cut it down a little smaller and do the same thing. We're going to put it here. And then I'm going to use my bone folder. You could use anything really, to press down into that circle to capture that circle shape. And I'm pushing into the groove of the circle, the cardboard part of it. And it's actually, my paper is so fragile, it's just cutting it right away. See, I'm just pushing into that groove. It's giving me that little semicircle. There. It's perfect. Little coverage there. Let's see if I can do this way. Oh, you know what I didn't do is look for little words that'll fit on here. I better grab my little, so far that's what I've got there. Now the bottom on this one is here, doesn't matter. The flower is upright, but the bottom has that on it. So I just need to glue that closed. You can use whatever glue you want, I suppose. Good night, Deb. Oh, I can't get this thing off. An awning, that must be the world's smallest awning. Lynn, that's funny. That is really funny. I'm going to put a little bit of glue in here to glue it closed. You could really take this in so many ways. You could staple them, you could glue them, you could clip them with like a tiny little paper clip. You could sew them probably. They're a little thick, but I'd be interested in testing them on my machine. I'm going to, right now, for the sake of making sure that this really sticks, I'm going to put one of these clips on there and hold that closed while we work on a different one. Okay, that one's done. Now we got the butterfly. Let's see if I can find anything purpley. I know I have book paper that I have added color to. Let's just see if we have one that matches. That one has blue. Oh, this one has a little bit of pink and purple. I wonder if, what if we didn't do the whole stinking thing? Let's try this. What if I just did corners? Like this. If I didn't, this corner up here, and then we did something on here, something different than that. Now look at how much bigger the words are here. Can you see that? This is real book paper. So it's like the real font for reading a book. That one's, this one was just like an ephemera pack, and see how teeny tiny the letters and words are. You can't really read them. I suppose you could if you had some kind of, what are they called? One of those things, magnifier. But what about some washi tape? I have thin washi tapes and I have thick washi tapes. I have some black that might be really cool. This one's black and gold. This one's just black and white. Let's just see if it's too wide. No, it's not too wide. I put that on around. I'm not sure that I like it with it, but maybe it would work. I like the gold one better, I think. Let's take that one off. This is like the faintest green with like a check. I know that's really hard for you to see, but that is awfully pretty too. Let's just see what this would look like on there. Melissa says, make a cover that says open here. That's a fun idea. You could, like, really, girls can do anything you want with these. That's the beauty of it. Okay, that one's a little too thin. The other one's a little too thick. That one's a little too thin. Let's find one that's just right. It's like Cinderella's, or who, you know, which fairy tale is that from? Who's the one who goes on all the beds? Well, who's the fairy tale girl who goes on the Goldilocks? She goes on all the beds, and this one's too hard. This one's too soft. We might make this work, especially if I can get that. I like the circle cut out. You could go straight on there and be square, like just go straight, but man, I kind of like having that circle shape. That works. So, you know, I just tore the washi tape. Thankfully, it's really easy to tear washi tape. Okay, I've got to straighten it out, and we need some glue. This thing will not stick without just a bit of glue. It will not, I mean, it'll stick, but it's not going to stay on there permanently. So I'm putting a bit of glue. I'm going to tear if I can. Oh, it's not letting me. It's too small of a spot to tear. Okay, so that's going to go there. This, I kind of like this with the colorful here. And then maybe I'll put a little bit more of the washi tape in that other corner. Just a little bit. I'm not going to do the whole thing because I don't need to. Oh, the washi tape tears really easily. Geez, I don't have really, guys, I got to put it down so I can do this. I don't have really ambidextrous fingers, I don't think. If you did a lot of needlework or something like that, you probably do. I don't. But see how this right here, all I'm doing is pushing this into the cardboard where the indent is. And it's basically like cutting it enough so that I can get it off of there. Doesn't help that I don't have any nails. Okay. To shape, then let's put this. I'm the kind of crafter. Have you noticed my table? Like, do you see the mess that's on my table now? There's just stuff everywhere. But I like this kind of crafting because I love using up stuff that I already have. So I don't see the point in pulling out new stuff. Okay, so I still have just these 2 white spots, but what I was thinking we could do there is either use like a marker and color it in so it's not bright white. Like I think it would look nice to be purple. Let's see if this is the right purple. That would work, I think. It's like a violet. I don't know what the name of the color is, but I think this could work. So what if we color in this so that it's just not bright white? You could use your distress inks is another option. But I'm going to color the edges with this marker and fill in the white spots with some really pretty purple. I like the green and the purple together. The butterfly's purple, and then the black. There's also black on the butterfly's wings. And you might, maybe I still would want to edge it out with a distress ink pad. So let's grab one. I wouldn't mind actually using black, which I don't use that often, but I think it would look okay for this. Black or gray. There's already black tape on there. So why not grab the black ink pad and just, yeah, hit those edges so that they match. I think it looks a little better than just plain. I don't think I need to hit the black washi tape, but this book page paper and the purple part, we're just going to edge it out. Okay, now it would just be about gluing it down again. So we'll take some liquid glue. I'm going to stick it in here. We'll get one of these little clippies to hold it in, hold it closed. That's just so I don't have to sit here and hold it while it dries. Okay, that one's kind of pretty. Got that one and that one. They come together actually pretty quick, right? And it is kind of nice to use up your scraps, the scraps that you have on hand. Okay, the washi tape worked out really well, better than I expected. I think I'm actually going to put some kind of tab on the top of that one. I'm going to let it dry. Well, actually, we could, if I had black ribbon, I could use black ribbon. I do. Oh my gosh, this is a perfect size. It's the perfect size. It's just grass green ribbon. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this. I need the teeniest piece of it, but you'll see I'm going to put like a little tab here. So I need it to be like that big. I've got glue, washi tape. I got stuff everywhere. This is perfect. And we're going to glue this right here so it has a little tab on top. I think that would be really cute. Oh, I just got a text from Landon. I can't read it. It just came across my screen. I can't read it because we're live. I'll have to read it when I'm done. They went to one of the parks today when they were done with all their competition stuff and they had a break. Their advisor took them to a park. So I'm hoping they had a really fun kind of vacation type of day after all their hard work. Okay, that is adorable. See a little tab right here? It's kind of like you have to handle it gently until it's all glued in place. Doesn't that look funny? But we're going to glue that down. I like the black tab. We're just going to let that sit for a few minutes. Okay, let's see. We'll put that aside. What other ones do we have? We have this little ladybug is super cute. Let's get organized again here for a minute. Let's take a quick minute and get organized. You loving these, Jeannie? Aren't they cute? Hello, Anne from Whimsically Knotted. Okay, so they don't all have to be facing up. I mean, if you wanted your closure to be on the top side, you actually could put your ribbon on the inside before you close it. So let me show you what I mean. So on that one, I put the little tab on the top. But this one, the opening was on the bottom. So this way, if I do it this way and I just have that on the top with the dragonfly facing down, you could put this inside and have like some kind of ribbon or lace hanging out of it. So you glue that end on the inside before you close it. That way it's not interfering with the outside part of it. So that's another idea. I love the idea of some lace. And I have a ton of lace in and around here. I have lots of cheesecloth. I've got bits of coffee stained cotton ribbon. So let's see. Nothing gives me more pleasure than using up the stuff that I already have in there. I don't like the lace. So it's funny because the scale of the lace, like the flowers that are on the lace, are really big. And so if I were to use any part of this, you're going to lose the view of that because the scale of the lace is so big. So I almost feel like you needed a lace that has less, like the flowers aren't so big. You guys, I have this huge avalanche of stuff over here. I don't know if you saw that, if you can see that in camera. But up here in this corner, I got a whole lot of stuff falling down in this mess of a space that I have. This one is so neutral. I could pick any color I want, really, to decorate it with. I'm just looking through here to see if there's anything that inspires me. I don't think so. We're going to stick with the papers. The papers and the tape worked beautifully. So let's see if we can find another tape of a different color. Most of them are all up here. So I'm going to look up here. Oh, this one's so pretty. This is one of the first rolls of washi tape that I purchased. It just has some little flowers on it. It's really pretty. Well, what if we covered much of it with this? It could be square. You don't have to maintain that round shape in the middle. Let's do one that way so we can see the difference. I mean, I showed you how to maintain that round shape, but you don't have to. Let's just do this. I can reinforce this tomorrow if I need to, but let's get this tape down on here. This one actually is pretty darn sticky compared to some of them. See, but look what happens if you don't. You can just do it square, but then I feel like you're covering up part of this specimen is rather big. So it feels like it's getting covered up, girls. I don't know. I'm not sure that I'm going to like that, but let's get the other parts on and see. If we just did, this is like a 1/2 inch washi tape. If you had a 1/4 inch washi tape, it would be perfect. If you did all 4, yeah, this is going to box it out too much. Okay, let's do 2 different washi tapes. Let's grab a 1/4 inch one. I'm not going to waste this one because we can use it on a different one. And it's so pretty. The other idea is to just put part of it on and cut it. So instead of putting the whole 1/2 inch on your specimen card, what if you only put some of it and then you cut off that excess that's there or wrap it around? Right, that's the other option. So let's see if we cut this. And now I have washi tape all over my scissors. I just had my boys sharpen all my scissors, you guys. How often do you sharpen your scissors? I mean, mine really, really needed it. They were getting pretty dull. So we have this sharpener that my husband bought at the hardware store for knives. And I had the kids, or no, Chris did it this time. The last time Lyndon did it. This time Chris did it. He sharpened all the scissors that I had. That I was like bringing him on, like, and this pair and this pair and this one needs it. The poor man. All right, I am going to cut this circle out on the top because it's like covering my poor little fly. That's better. It's really easy to do with washi tape. Even with the dry paper, it was easy to do. I think I like it rounded better, girls. I mean, you could keep it square, but I do think it looks better rounded. Much better. Actually, this one's really bright and cute just the way it is. Like, we could just color that in. Let's see. So those of you who don't have a ton of markers, what would it be like if we colored that in with one of the ink pads instead? It's like I have this turquoise ink pad and there's a bit of turquoise flowers on there. So what if we took this one and did it with this? Let's see. I'm going to see if I have a foam dauber for that color. I don't think I do. Got to get out a new one. Sorry for all the noise. All right. We're just going to tint that in the blue. Oh, sorry for all the brightness. And then if I had a bright piece of like white lace or ribbon in my little stash here, that could be really pretty. I'm going to add this. This is around the edges, the color, a little bit around the edges. See how much brighter this one is? Not vintage. It's not distressed at all. It's kept really bright and I actually like that. So let's see about ribbon now. Do I have just a little piece of white? Oh, I have like a silvery color. I have a yellow and white lace, but it's just too small or too big. I mean, this one will work. Stamp on it. Oh, that's a good idea. You could stamp on these too. Absolutely. That's a great idea. Who said that? Barb did. Yeah, Anne says I like it. I like it rounded better too. It just makes more sense, right? Okay, my opening is here. So we could take this little piece of fancy ribbon. I only need the tiniest little bit of it. This is why it's called the bits and bobs. You can just fit that. You don't need to have these major bits of things in there, just little bits, because it's for little projects usually. Okay, if I fold this, it doesn't look very nice folded on itself. So we're going to fold it wide and it'll look like a little hanger. That'd be cute. Now we got to get it to stay down that way. That's the key. So I'm going to put, this time I'm going to put glue stick in here to get this ribbon to work with me. Trying not to hit my cellophane because I don't want the glue to stick on the cellophane. And I haven't done the backs, but of course you could. For the sake of time, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to stick one on one side and then I'm going to wrap this around. Instead of putting it right on top of itself, I'm folding it wide. So I have the two ends wide. So it looks almost like a little mini hanger of a project, like you would have, like you would put on a wood hanger a wood project that you'd hang on your wall. It's kind of positioned that way. Just for a little, I love a little texture or a little fabric or lace or ribbon on a project. So that kind of feeds that need for a little bit of a textile on there. So let's see how this one's doing. Yeah, it's glued shut. That one's all ready to go. I just have to cut a little bit of extra paper right there. Okay. And words, like I was thinking words would be great on these. Little bitty words. We have 3 of them done completely. Let's work on this one a little bit. Where's that same tape that I just used? Here it is. We're going to put it on partial, not all the way. So I'm only putting, I'll show you what I mean by that. It's a 1/2 inch wide, but I'm not putting the full 1/2 inch on there. I'm probably putting 3/4 of it on there. And then cut off the excess. If your tape is a little too wide, here's another option for you. Washi tape is so easy to work with, I tell you. Diane, you think they're cute? Hi, Molly. Oh, the little Tim Holtz word stickers. Okay, I'm loving that. Now I feel like it needs some pink. You know, really, the marker or the distress ink works really well for filling in the white space. If you don't want to fill it all with paper and you don't want white space. Now, where is that little piece of book paper, that colorful piece of book paper that I had? Because this might be, I could cut part of this. Let's see. Treat it like a washi tape. Really, the sky's the limit with this, guys. You can do whatever the heck you want. No, no, I don't want that. I really love, my favorite one so far is the one with the corner, the little corner edge of book page. I love that. So if I can find another bright piece to work in here, I wouldn't mind it. I just didn't like that piece. Maybe. Where's my opening? There it is. Well, I could do the same thing and rip me a corner that'll cover part of it, not all of it. It's going to have the floral behind it. I'm going to get my circle cut out. Thank goodness for tweezers. Oh, so pretty. Okay, yeah, that's definitely going there. I don't even know what I'm going to do with the rest of it, but sometimes you see something and you're like, yeah, I like that. You like the pink one? Thanks, Tamara. Oh, I'm all about the pink. Did you guys see that pink house that I posted? I just saw the post and was like, oh my gosh, that's the cutest thing ever. The pink house with the pink little car in front of it, with the pink flowers, flowering trees all around it. See, I love that colorful paper. Now these sections here, you know, do what you want. I kind of like the torn look, to be truthful with you. The torn look of the paper, but I'm just going to see something here, girls. I kind of like it. All right, so if I just stuck this down here, what would it look like? I'm not going to tape it down until I test this and see if I'm going to like it. It says he had flat blue eyes. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's going there because he had flat blue eyes. I sprayed these with my distress inks and acrylic inks, and that's why they're so vibrant in color. This book paper. It can be a really fun change from just using brown, you know, having everything be distressed in brown. I love using the colors. Okay, so now I've actually covered up a lot of my floral. So right in here, I have a little bit of white space right there. And I think I'll just take that purple. Let's take, or maybe we can find a pink marker. This one's kind of, let's see what it will look like. Oh, it's kind of like a mauve. Let's do that. And then I'm going to hit the edges. Okay. I love that one. Okay. So again, what if we took something like a piece of jute rope and we tied that in there? Let's do this one. Just because it's in my bits and bobs, it's right here. I'm going to glue down some baker's twine. This one's going to be really colorful. Not afraid of color on this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this same kind of premise that I did before. I don't need it this big, so we're just going to cut what we don't need, which is all of this. Oh, Gracie. You did it to yourself, Gracie. Okay. On either side, kind of like a little hanger. We're going to close this up. Sticky fingers. Look at that. See why I think it could be like a cute little like gift tag, because now it has like a little hanger. Okay, it has to glue. It has to be clamped and glued properly before we go hanging it on anything, because it needs a little time to stay glued. But that is stinking cute. Okay, I'm going to look for some words. We got through 4 of them. I'm going to put some stuff aside so you can see what I got going on here. And I'm going to look for some little words to put on there because I think that could be extra cute. This stuff will likely go in the garbage because it's just small. Too small to work with anything. Well, maybe not this one. And not that. Okay. This can all go in the garbage. Hang up the washi tape. We're going to pull these out and let's see about getting some words on these. I'm just going to pull my folder for a quick minute. These are the printables that I have. Oh, where did you put them, Gracie? So I have this. I just keep, you know, some printables of words on different kinds of paper. And some of these are likely going to be way too big. But let's just quick go through them and see if there's anything. These aren't too big. These ones aren't too big. These ones aren't too big right here. Gratitude, good day, happy spring, blessed memories. Wildflower, let's take the wildflower one. And I think it's just going to be the right size for gluing on the front. Yes, it's perfect, you guys. It's perfect. I think, though, I'm going to take that same thing and just hit it a little bit with some purple on the edges. I think this is not the right marker that I used on that. This one's way too dark. But it's okay. It's still purple. And I'm just framing it out a little bit before I glue it down. I'll hold it up real close so you guys can see it well. This one is a wild assortment of colors and things together. It really is. Okay, that's that one, how that one turned out. How stinking cute, right? You guys, I could get lost in a project like this. Like, let's be honest. I'm going to unclip these because I think they're stuck now. I mean, you don't have to. I really like this one as it is. I don't even think I'm going to put a word on it. It's very simple. Same with this one, but this one I feel like could use something. We didn't put a hanger on this one. It doesn't mean you still can't. You could attach something to the back, but for sure with that one, let's take this word peaceful right on the end. It'll be easy to get to number one. It's right on the end. And that one is rather calming. It's the lotus flower. And I'm going to leave it plain so it's nice and bright because I don't have any distressing on this one at all either. What do you think? These can be as addictive as ATC cards. Joyce, I kind of agree with you. There's about a gazillion ways that you could decorate these. And you know what? They're little, you guys. I think little hands, like little grandchildren, preteen, adolescent grandchildren, I think they might enjoy something like this because they're just little, not intimidating projects. You could probably use scraps of papers and magazines and things like that to put them together overall. Like, I don't think you need to go crazy with having a whole lot of supplies on hand. I want to hold these up on this board so that you can see them, get my hands out of you and show them to you close up on the board. Now, I did not end up finishing this guy, but that's okay. I think you had a really good idea of what you can do with these specimen cards. Which one is your favorite? I'll get close up. Oh my gosh, I really love the black one. That one's the washi tape one. That was probably the simplest one to make. I love that one. I really like the wildflower one too, just because it's wild. It's got a lot going on, but it's all pretty to me. It's just all pretty. Yes, Tamara says wildflower one. She says that's her favorite. Anybody else have a favorite? Diane likes the wildflower. Jana likes the wildflower. Look at that. Denise likes that one. Lynn likes the dragonfly. That one's really pretty too. It is. I agree. But you can see how simple. And honestly, if you didn't have specimens, they're about an inch each. You can go go onto Etsy and you can find like 1 inch circle things that you can purchase and punch out, and you could stick those in there. But any little stickers that you can get almost anywhere. Stephanie likes the peaceful one. Barb likes peaceful and wildflower. They're all good. Thank you, dear. Judith likes them all. Oh, I'm so glad. Jean likes the wildflower. I know, Gia, this is the best. I can't choose. I love them all. cute, right? Yeah, so the specimen cards themselves you can get in the shop. So those of you who are Craft Therapy Club members, the next time you're ordering, don't forget to throw some of these in your cart, and don't forget to use your discount code so that you get your discount when you order. But anybody's welcome to shop. I can actually put the link. I think I can put the link, yes, in the comments. It's also in the description of this video, so that if you need the link, it's right there for you. Try to make it as convenient as possible. Nancy says, I like them all. I can't wait to see where you use them. Oh, so that's the other thing. I did grab, Nancy, thank you for bringing that up. I did grab one of my small books that I've been working on. And I'm down to doing the cover on this one. So I have my tie picked out, although I have not glued it down yet. But I'm going to glue this tie underneath this, which is, she's going to go on top, and then I'll decorate that. But this is the perfect sized junk journal. Remember, this was, I think this was like a Propel box or something, a food box. But this is like a perfect little size junk journal for sticking one of these in. So I don't have any pockets yet created, but I thought this would be really cute to create a pocket and stick this into the pocket. You could also use it to decorate the front of a book if you wanted to. Like, I could make this little specimen card part of the front cover if I wanted to. So, and your book doesn't have to be teeny tiny like this one. It could be a bigger book, and this just becomes part of something. You make it interactive, so it could be part of like a tuck spot, or it goes inside an envelope that you've put in your book, or becomes part of the cover, or you can dangle it if it has a little, you know, hanger on it from one of your pages in your book. So anyway, even little books, these would fit really well either as the cover or inside of it. What little, like a sweet little surprise in a pocket. Yes. Or how about putting this in a gift card for somebody? You could write something, you know, sentimental and personal, like happy graduation. I'm so proud of you. Love, Auntie Grace. You could write something on the back of it, and it could be a little keepsake that they could put somewhere to remember that holiday or that celebration that they have. You like them all. They're so cute. I'm so glad, Cindy. The possibilities are endless. Lynn, I totally agree with that assessment. I think so too. Carolyn loves the butterflies. Oh, Lori too. She likes the butterflies. All right, girls. Well, that's all she wrote. Jeannie said, my kitty just did some typing for me. 102222. Well, I thank you, Kitty, for contributing. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Jana, she says, put a magnet on the back. Oh, these would make great little magnets. You guys, you could personalize them. You could put the person's name, or one, you know, one for each person in the family, and they each get their name on it. Oh my gosh, what a cute idea. Jana, you win a prize. I love that idea. Love it, love it, love it. All right, girlies, it's time. It's time to try to get to bed, huh? It is 10 o'clock Central Time. That means it's 11 p.m. Eastern. So anybody who's still here from the East Coast, thank you for hanging and chilling with us and creating. I hope you like the specimen cards and that you'll give them a whirl. You guys have a beautiful, blessed night. I hope you all sleep well and solidly. That's all we can ask for. And wake up in the morning. All right. Have a great night, you guys. Bye.